Come on, where's the liquor?
Let's go!
Big old camp. You don't need diamond dust, guys, do you?
Uh-oh. Trouble approaches.
I know
We
you.
don't have all day. Let's go.
Justice Hood Terror looks like he doesn't have any arms.
We don't have all day.
Well, I am now overweight,
What?
so you're gonna have to. Is he a Reaver?
Let's go.
I really hope that we have a stash here.
Our armourer. Busy as ever with military commissions, but he'll take a private commission from time to time.
Good to know. Oh, we leveled up as well. Nice. Roach.
Ah, we're here at last. The canteen, the most important place in the camp. If you ever get bored, you should find a monster contract or two on the notice board.
Oh well.
We don't have all day.
Is this my stash?
Let's go.
So you know how I'm carrying too much, and I just picked up a load more.
Let's go.
Alright mate, all I want is a drink and to find my
We don't
stash.
have all day.
The Carabella.
Let's go.
I can't catch up with him now, but I need to talk to him and see if I can convince him to take me to the king. Did he just walk through the fire?
Hello.
Alright.
What? Surprised to see a dwarf on human leash? Got a well thought out slur ready and waiting. Go on, surprise me.
You're a little tense.
Tense. That's a good one. I, odd-looking human, am a prime mercenary, a sapper. I'm not tense by definition.
A sapper?
Not that kind of sapper. I build field fortifications and war machines. I can fucking throw a boat bridge across a river in half a day. Digging ditches is relaxing, that's what I meant.
Got any spare parts from those war machines? The decommissioned ones, of course. I need some to make monster traps.
Sure. Why wouldn't I? If I do.
So he's gonna make our traps. Very cool. Right, I need to sell some stuff. Oh, it's a nice design, but I won't use it. And get rid of all these short swords as well. We're still not there. That Special Forces sword is better than the long sword. That was Letho's sword anyway, wasn't it? Right, we're finally under. Silver knives. Nice. Still not better. I'm scared to go through all my enhancements, to be honest. That should help. 41's okay. So what has he actually got? Got some laws, he's got some... He's got some decent formulas. Thank you. Right, okay. Ziggy.
Yes?
Take me to the king. I've seen enough military camps in my day.
That I cannot, Witcher. I'm to keep an eye on you, the king's orders.
Really want to babysit me?
Jedi mind trick.
You're right. Let's go.
He could at least hold the door open for me. It would be nice. And I don't need to have a tour of this grand theatre of war.
No talking to the prisoner! No talking to the prisoner!
I'll do what I want, mate. Let's go see the king and then we'll loop back round and speak to the prisoner.
How's it going, lads?
I can't feel me ploughing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Zivik.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Ha! A Witcher!
Ha!
King must have summoned him to fight the Wraiths.
You think?
I'm certain.
Ha! Let's see him deal with the blood curse.
The
10
blood
silver on the curse.
curse.
I wanted that bet.
I've just had a horrible thought. Should I be expecting Letho here? Death mold.
Henselt awaits you. We shall speak later.
I really don't like him.
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressive.
In no small part thanks to you, Excellency.
I've helped you, yes. I trust I shan't regret it.
As do I. I wouldn't want to seem ungrateful.
Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Natalis. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do you know anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
Mages have a natural tendency to disappear into thin air once in a while. Why is anyone concerned?
Maybe they wonder if witches locked in dungeons possess the same capacity. You're avoiding the subject, which means it's uncomfortable for you. Have it your way, I shan't press. But I'll ask one more question, if I may.
Of course, Your Excellency.
I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Merigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
I'm not sure why the acquaintances of a sorceress would interest a Nilfgaardian ambassador.
Many things interest me. Art, for example. A very interesting statuette was delivered to me today. A peculiar piece. Elusive. Sensuous. It forces one to think. Even a monster slayer might not be indifferent to the beauty entrapped within.
Maybe, but I'm afraid I don't have time to admire art.
Do you have any other queries? I have some matters to which I must attend.
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the kings.
That's
What's
interesting.
the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability, and we wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
You sure they're that big a secret? I mean, they could be important to me.
I can reveal one thing. The Emperor was very moved to hear the White Wolf had returned. He asked me to investigate the matter personally and submit a report.
Why do I interest him?
He didn't say. His Imperial Majesty keeps his motivations to himself.
I saw you with Foltest.
I need
No, we've done that.
the maid.
Sheila?
Greetings, Geralt.
It's pretty obvious you and Deathmold don't exactly get along.
Deathmold is an overgrown baby. A fine match for King Henselt. The problem is that he's as jealous as he is childish. He claims I wish to steal his position at the Kedweni court. Nothing could be more absurd.
Foltest's killer forced Triss to teleport him to Vergen. They're somewhere nearby.
That nosy little meddler Triss used my megascope to accomplish that. But I suppose I should be grateful. After all, I might have been the Kingslayer's victim. Even if Triss is in Vergen, I cannot locate her. This damn fog prevents any kind of magical probing.
I'd assumed that after killing the Kayran, the Pontar Valley would hold no further interest for you.
You know nothing about me, Witcher. I'm here because 2 northern monarchs were murdered. It's quite probable Henselt is next on the list. We don't need another country descending into chaos. King Henselt cannot die. I'll make sure of that.
Interesting.
A sorceress like you must know bundles about paranormal phenomena.
Any mage's knowledge has little to do with superstitions.
The Wild Hunt's no superstition.
Indeed, the phenomenon exists.
I want to know everything about it, including what you know.
You're out of luck. I've never concerned myself with it. I'm also not interested in whirlwinds or hailstorms.
Okay, so we may have gotten off on the wrong foot multiple times. Thank you. Geralt does have an amount of respect. King, you're wounded.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
Peace and quiet, sire. I need to clear my name. Though I tend not to meddle in politics, this time I believe I have no choice.
You must answer quickly and unequivocally. You must be clear, Witcher. I'm in no mood for excuses hiding behind professional codes and trade secrets. Did you kill Foltest?
No.
Do you know who did?
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedweni saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tanseville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses, and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
A coin?
Yeah, I'll manage.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
My son was killed during a hunt.
Anything strange or unnatural occur at the time?
A rabid boar ripped open his femoral artery. I witnessed it. An accident, nothing more.
The curse was activated today. I need to know why.
As we negotiated, a fight broke out. I killed a priest of Creve. Perhaps that.
Maybe. What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Vandegrift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening, when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody, charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwenis and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
Interesting.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Come on then, Deathmold, let's get this over with. And then I'll level up. These guards, it's just not arsed, are they? Deathmold?
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve.
I'm not looking for new friends, Deathmold. Let's get to work.
I see. As you seem to be the hero, how might I help you, White Wolf?
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs, is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them, apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you. Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banord.
Glevis's Curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's Curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework. Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevis's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I've all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the Great Encyclopedia of Curses, Spells and Prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Marguerite Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
Quite a tome. Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you?
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it. Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevisig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death. If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
Interesting. Can I speak to that man?
You're gonna help me, Deathmold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost, and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
The only diviner I've ever trusted told me.
Interesting. That being?
A drunkard and a fool in love. He's dead. But keep your nose out of my past.
He doesn't need those orange. We suddenly have a lot of quests. And 3 talent points. It's not better. That's a shame. It's more bleeding, but it's not better. That's fine. I know I'm running around in Blue Stripes gear, but... And it works for Act 1 to a degree. But I would like to change my armor at some point. Alright, talent-wise, what were we going to do? I am loving the parry at the minute. I've gotten used to the dodge, so I don't want to dodge 100% further. I would like the sword damage though, but I don't really want to be going up that route. Because I do try and keep people in my forward line. So what if we take Vigor? And then we take 2 damage reduction? Oh, it only puts me up to plus 15, it doesn't put me up to plus 20, right, okay. And then we can go Vitality next. Minus 50% Vigor, I don't think I'm going to need that. But from here we can push back to... That, I mean, Whirl could be nice, but I would like some sword damage. Chance of crits, I'm not that bothered. I would like the insta-kill though. I can ignore the bleeding, to be honest. That'd be nice. Group finishes would be lovely. And then there's another whirlwind up there. Okay, so there is some stuff that I want here. I don't know how many levels we're going to get, but... and then there was like 6 or 7 things I wanted down here as well, wasn't there? And I haven't even looked at alchemy, but we'll hopefully get some points to put in alchemy as well.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear. They say only a spell will lift it.
It's alright, gents. I will break the spell.
Need some help, Monster Slayer?
I want to talk, dog of war.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain. Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it. We're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
Good.
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. I need to know if it's expanding.
Well,
How fast?
it's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
Means I have to hurry. How many mercenaries you got watching the fog?
I've got them spread out in small groups around campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who played first fiddle there.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us and the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily, we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us. Menno Colehorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps, and a bit of luck.
Must be fatiguing, fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently, something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my craft, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
I like this guy.
I knew one of your kind once. Woman by the name of Rayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow. She made a mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
Were you here 3 years ago during the last battle for Vergen?
Bradley's Blue Banner was. They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it, and we didn't press them.
No lack of work for your kind.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days. Sign of the times. The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin.
I don't really care how much he's getting paid.
Arses in the air, scavenging round the tents like idiots.
Where are these coins from?
He gets paid for his work, I get paid for mine. That's all that needs to happen. And honestly, I don't think Geralt really cares. Let's go speak to Roach. I have a feeling this is going to be an interesting posting. Oh, have we got a fighting pit? We do. Is this where the men blow off some steam? Maybe we'll do some fist fighting later.
Piss off out of here. You're talking to an elder. So show a little respect, you pricklicker. Respect for you? This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen, that's your place.
Are you alright?
You'd best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The spectres haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper. Curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing, a spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll deal with the spectre, but you should know a witcher's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
All right.
I don't have a choice, do I?
Aldrin!
Oh, this is going to make me so overweight.
Aldrin!
Are any of those swords better than what I currently have? Indicate where any sword is. Oh, so we lose poison and bleeding, which is fine. We gain a decent amount of, well, I mean, we're doing more damage at lower level than we do on the top level with the Superb Cutlass. We also get block reduction, which I think is quite nice. +6. I mean, 10% chance of bleeding and poison is a miss. But I think I have oils that can give me poison and bleeding effects.
Aldrin!
So if I'm going to be fighting humans, it's raw damage that I'm more interested in.
Aldrin!
But I am now carrying a little bit too much, so we need to go and sell. Oh, this is a big area as well. Similar setup. So we've got the town/camp, and then we have the wider wilds. Some sort of shop over there as well, out to the east. We've picked up a load of quests. We're still on these as well. Everything else was done. Okay. We have a lot of things to find out as well. So we do need to run around camp quite a bit. The important thing being run. Could do with a stash. I need to find out where my stash is and make sure all my stuff is in it. I'm already overweight. I may as well just load up.
Coins. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
I'd like to talk to the elf as well. The sapper's on the other side of that gate, so we'll go and we'll sell some stuff to him.
What do you want?
Can I talk to him?
No chance. I don't know you.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go, now.
How'd you do?
What do you want?
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet. But he didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
How did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed them with a giant scalpel. Aiming at their arteries, no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
Can I talk to him?
No chance. I don't know you.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go, now.
Okay, so we need to get friendly with this guy.
I'm done with this cursed place.
Just taking everything.
Square coins.
If it's not nailed down, it's mine. I'm going to turn it into gold.
As long as they pay us, I'd sit it out.
We can sell on the other side of this gate. It's fine. But yes, I have a loot problem. Well, that's not Yorveth. I'm not sure that's an elf. Getting distracted again.
Get a hold of yourself, soldier. Odrin! Here, boy! Odrin!
What is going on out there?
Greetings.
Get a hold of yourself, soldier.
I guess this is where all the drunks are.
Odrin! Here, boy!
Take care.
Odrin!
Okay. So I don't know if I want to keep that. Definitely sell that. Cleaver can go. Bastard sword can probably go. Yeah, absolutely. Longsword. Yeah. So most of this can go. I am going to keep the superb cleaver for now. I need some armour that I can start to upgrade as well. How are we doing on weight? We still need to get rid of a load. Oh, the Kieran trophy is so much better. What have we got in here that's weighty? I can sell junk, can I? It's not helped. Thank you, good friend. Right, I need to find a stash. I think it's over here. Are you in need of someone to talk to?
What is it, Witcher?
Who's this Aldrin you're calling out for? A Kedweni god of some sort?
Othran a god? If you suggested the god of drinking, I might agree. He's a mate. We agreed to meet at the tavern, but he's gone and got lost. If you find him, tell him we're waiting.
How will I know it's him?
Oh, you'll know Othran. Nobody quite like that cunt. Othran! Here, boy! Othran!
That guy has had a few.
Othran! Here, boy! Othran!
Leave me be, father!
Leave you be? Your life's at stake! Why, your mother would have my head if anything happens to you!
No! This is about my honor. And ply what mother does to you, I'll practice. I must prepare.
Interesting.
Leave me be, Witcher. I must train. No time for idle chatter.
Maybe I can help you train. Show you a thing or two. Probably kill you. Rot fiend. Oh, rot fiends. The grant tourney in the arena. And rewards for information on the holders of square coins. I'll have them all. Well, I mean, only one of them is really a Witcher thing, but...
Here to spy on us.
Who would I be spying for?
For Henselt. For Death Mold. I heard they hired you.
It just so happens we have common aims. But don't worry, observing Vernon Roach isn't one of them.
In that case, to what do I owe this pleasure?
What news of good old Flotsam?
Thanks to us, it still is good old Temerian Flotsam. If I hadn't sniffed out Laredo's treachery, a Kedweni garrison would be stationed there already. Constable John Natalis has appointed a new commandant to Flotsam. Let's hope he doesn't turn out to be another whore.
You miss your old friend, Yorvith?
If the gods are kind, he'll yet fall into my hands. That said, I wonder what the scoundrel's up to.
You need to be careful. Death Mold can't learn that you're holding a Kedweni spy.
He won't. Don't you worry now.
Death Mold has an excellent net of his own spies.
That spy we caught at Laredo's, Arnold. He's prancing around in the next world.
Did he spill anything interesting?
He was tough, but waterboarding can be incredibly effective.
Oh, God.
Eventually, he coughed up that Henselt was trying to bring the border towns to a boil.
Henselt's not stupid. He wouldn't want to wage war on two fronts.
That rat Laredo was supposed to stir unrest in Flotsam. Luckily, you rearranged his intestines with your blade.
Any idea what's happening on the other side of the Battle of Spectres?
Well, I expect not much has changed. A bunch of dwarves, elves, and peasants are trying to figure out how to save Eddard.
Saskia's an exceptional woman.
But just a woman, nonetheless. Besides, how would you know?
Just a hunch, and there's all the talk. Besides, to assemble an army of elves, dwarves, and humans who fight side by side, you pretty much have to be extraordinary.
You'll not persuade me some woman will defeat Henselt in battle.
You're forgetting one thing. Kedwen's just fighting for a better life. Eddard's fighting for life itself.
Motivation's important, I grant you. But it can't trump knowledge of the art of war. Temeria's my only concern. And I'll be glad to see Henselt's forces tied up here. That's a good thing.
Think he wouldn't stop after conquering Eddard? What if he quickly deals with Saskia and turns his army west?
It's possible, but I hope it won't come to that.
I was wondering what you're actually doing here, Vernon.
The Blue Stripes never went for work, especially in a hotbed like this.
You're not about to tell me, are you? And here I thought we had something special.
I've got my finger on the pulse, and I've not forgotten what I came here for, Geralt.
Foltest's assassin.
Precisely. He's holed out like a rat, and he'll meet a rat's end.
Why did he have to be like me? Stubborn.
Get a hold of yourself, soldier. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Going to the slaughter like
with
a
these
pig for a
swords?
feast.
I've no
Not
bloody
like a
idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
My My stash isn't here, is it?
Why didn't he turn out like his mum? Must my devilish blood course so quickly through his veins?
Mind if I join you?
Think I've the right to stop you from taking a free stool?
No right, but you might not want company while you drink.
And why might you want to drink with me?
I prefer to drink in good company.
Doesn't ring true. You don't even know me.
That's true, but I know a good man when I see him. So?
Do what you will. Everyone does what they want. My son, for instance, has decided to die. He's decided to duel Lieutenant Abbott, known as the Butcher of Sidorus. All in all, that makes him a dead man.
Lieutenant Abbott, who's that?
A killer.
Plenty of those in the army.
No, killing enemies is not the same as slaughtering your own countrymen. The Butcher likes the latter, and he's good at it. The best.
They're going to duel to the death?
Are you that ignorant? We've been sitting here for weeks. Nothing is happening, and Hen said it don't like that, so he's organised some diversions.
You mean tournaments?
Not like tournaments, more like murders. Mock battles without the mocking. The duellers really leave the arena on their own 2 feet. When our unit learned that 6th Company was putting forward the Butcher of Sidorus, there were no volunteers, so we drew straws and it fell to Sven.
He can't back out?
He can, but he won't. I've pleaded, I've begged, but my son's a stubborn one. The pup's got honour. But what good's honour to a corpse?
What if I helped you?
What kind of question is that?
Could I count on you in return?
Save my son, and there wouldn't be a thing I wouldn't do to aid you.
I take that as your vow. Where's Sven?
Training in front of the canteen, near the mercenary's tent. You'll know him when you see him. Why didn't he turn out like his mum?
Interesting.
Must my devilish blood course so quickly through his veins?
The question is, what do we get out of it?
Relics, artifacts, trinkets and talismans. Hallowed and highly valuable.
I'm interested in objects that belong to the soldiers who perished in the battle 3 years ago. Not any old things. They have to be magically active. I know how to check.
That's not my speciality, Witcher. I deal in relics.
Got anything interesting there?
Ash from the stake where Sabrina burned.
Oh.
Nails that fastened the wheel of death. Splinters from the wheel. I've also got some metal parts and some of the martyr's garments. Whatever your heart desires.
Interesting. Right, I am so overweight with all this stuff. Why? I don't want to be getting rid of all this, though. It's a lot of oil. Well, that's got me under, at least. So what have we got in here? Apparently nothing. Oh, I've got 1,742 orens. That's pretty good for me. He really doesn't have anything for me, does he? Of all the things he just said that he had,
Why didn't he turn out?
I guess I don't want any of them.
Must my devilish blood course so quickly through his veins?
God's sake, where is my stash?
Are you moved by the Prophet Lebioda's parables? Then spare an oren for his humble followers.
Having an oren and not having an oren makes 2 orens.
Cheapskate.
Why did he have to be like me?
So this is obviously an open bar. Where am I going to stash my stuff?
Why didn't he turn out like his mum? Must my devilish blood...
But then this isn't... There's a tavern opposite as well, isn't there? So that tent opposite could be the tavern.
Are you Sven?
Who's asking?
Somebody who just might save your ass.
Piss off!
I promised your father I'd help you.
Then go back and ask his pardon for tricking him.
Will you feel better when they kill you?
I'll certainly feel worse if I cower out.
I'm the last one who'd ask you to do that.
What will you do? Summon the butcher and send him out on an urgent mission to deflower the Virgin of Edern?
No, we'll fight as a pair against Latond and his second. Your honor will remain untouched, like a 12-year-old nun's pedal.
Oh.
Why do you wish to help me?
I'm not a fan of uneven fights.
How much did he pay you?
Your father could never afford my fee.
Was that a yes then?
What you want?
Here, boy. Odrin.
Any idea what Nilfgaardian forces are doing here?
Who the hell knows? I reckon they're just observing, and nothing good will come of that.
Think they've made a deal with Hensel?
They've been here weeks, so they must have agreed on something. The canned folk don't like it.
Maybe the brothel will have
Here, boy.
stash.
I am Myron, Master Apothecary in King Hensel's service.
Geralt.
Geralt. Provenance and profession known only to him, so be it. How can I help you?
I want to stock up on herbs and medicine.
Got a prescription?
A prescription?
I jest. We have supply shortages, so I can only sell you certain medicaments.
Oh, he's got formulas though. Do I still need green mold? I think I have green mold. My only criticism is that I have a lot of these diagrams, so I'd prefer if it didn't show me stuff that I had, because I could quite accidentally buy it again. Where am I going to get rid of all this loot?
Do not disturb.
I'm going to have to sell it, aren't I? Surely there was somebody here that
Do not disturb.
wanted to talk to. Although this doesn't look much like a brothel. That's the sapper. So who's over in this one? Maybe the... yeah, he's the blacksmith, isn't he? Maybe he'll have... I can't believe I'm still looking to find my stash. You know what? I'll have the Kidwani boots as well.
What do you want?
It's obviously not that guy that I want, is it? I don't like the arm wrestling thing. I find it very hard. I know it isn't hard, but for me, I find it... I should just stop looting. Stop being a pillock and looting. I struggle with my right hand. I think it's right hand. No, I struggle with my right hand. I think it's a right-handed thing that it works with. But it's that quick reaction thing of moving the slider. As soon as you lose it, you've lost.
Yeah?
You're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah.
Great. I want to see the best equipment you have. I've got the coin. The army stands to gain, not lose by me.
I should think so. So?
You sure you're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah?
I ask because assistants are usually pretty glib.
I'm glib.
No, you're not.
My gal left me.
How do you know?
She wrote me a letter. Oh, wait a minute. Damn it. She can't write. The bastards. Beavers, not friends. I'll show them as soon as I get home. Snot-nosed scribes, counting barley all day. They get bored, look for diversions. I'll give them diversion. Many thanks. At first I thought, go away, Emo. But now I see you're a good fellow.
So will you help me?
I should think so. So?
What a wild conversation. I'm not done with you yet. I have a Kidwani sword. I don't need any of them. Oh, I'm already wearing those. Wilted armor. I'd lose vitality. Again, I'd lose incineration resistance. I'd lose bleeding. I'd gain 12 armor though. That's pretty good. I'd lose 3 slots. Don't really want a Kidwani leather jacket. Although it's not bad. Lose vitality though. He does sell quite a lot of crafting stuff. Diagrams. Should I be buying like studded leather and stuff like that? Diamond armor reinforcement would give me vitality. I might have that. Diamond armor sounds quite nice. Amethyst armor is +1, +5 vitality. Is that it? Just... It's +2, 10 vit, so that is better. Yeah, we'll have that. I think that's slightly better than what I have. I think I have one of them. It would be a nice way of getting rid of Vendrager teeth. How would I do hardened leather? Burns through oil as well. Red meteorite silver sword. +1 insta-kill. 30-32, that is high-end damage. Insta-kill +1, it doesn't give me a huge amount. Oh, it's a silver sword? Are they all silver swords? Right, okay. Thraug armor. Oh, 25 armor, 50 vitality, reduction of damage from magic, plus 50% resistances, plus 6 sides. Wow, that's massive. How much is that? 1,000 orens. Well, 1,300 orens. I could afford it. I could afford it. I'm gonna sell the cutlass. I can't use throwing knives either, can I? And it's the start of chapter 2, or start of act 2, sorry. And I still can't use them. I don't know if I'll ever be able to use them. So let's just sell them for now. We can always craft them or make them back or whatever. Compare. That's better than my boots. Epic, magical. Same weight, same armor. It is much better. We get bleeding resistance as well. Yeah, okay, so I want those. I didn't know we got some Dancing Star. Books don't have any weight, do they? No, that's fine. I wouldn't sell any diagrams, regardless. It's not heavy enough to warrant anything. That'll do. We are below. We're just below. We are below our weight. I still need below our weight. I still need my I still need my stash. But we're doing okay. And we have a load of quests to do as well.